Alex at Coram Farm. It is Friday and it's the day before our opening day of the season. I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you I was incredibly nervous and flustered because you spend all this time not harvesting flowers, processing flowers, making bouquets. It almost feels like my muscles have atrophied, but I have to get moving and prepped for tomorrow. We are doing all tulip bunches. We are going to do 10 stems a bunch for $25 at our roadside stand. And I need to start pulling things out of the cooler to rehydrate them and get them ready. We have over 2,000 in our cooler. My goal is to make 120 bouquets for our opening day. I think we will be able to sell all of them. So I need to do the math of how many tulips I want to pull out of our cooler because I don't want to pull out too few and not hit the goal of 120. But I also don't necessarily want to pull out too many if I would be concerned about selling out. I think there's a good chance that I won't risk that. But if you are unsure about selling out, you don't want to over pull out your tulips because once you make the bouquets, you can't really put them back in the cooler and do that rehydrate, put them back in the cooler process. But when we store our tulips, I keep them really organized in 20 stem bunches so that it makes it very easy for me to know exactly how many bunches I need to pull out. I need 120 bouquets times 10 stems is 1,200 tulips, but obviously you're not going to have like a perfect amount. Sometimes they get snapped or maybe one actually looks funky or didn't rehydrate correctly. So I want to pull out 1,300 tulips. That's 100 tulip margin. If I do a really good job and don't break them, that'll just mean more bouquets. They won't be wasted. So 1,300 divided by 20 is 65 bunches. So I need to pull out, process, rehydrate in buckets, 65 bunches so I can make the bouquets. I have started the process of pulling out bunches to rehydrate. In these 3 buckets are 18 bunches. I'm fitting 6 to a bucket. I have them bunched in the buckets really tight so that they rehydrate straight and they don't rehydrate all bent and funky. So I have 3 buckets here. It is 1 o'clock and I'm just going to keep pulling them out, getting them in buckets so that they all look beautiful early in the morning for me to make bouquets. It is Friday night and we just had dinner and I need to finish getting out the rest of the bunches to rehydrate. I need 65 of them. And right here, I'm trying to keep count and be organized. Right here is 22 bunches. So I need 43 more bunches out of the cooler to be rehydrated, to start getting color in them because customers don't always understand, like we harvest them at the color crack stage and then they will color up for them in the vase. They kind of panic and think they're getting a bunch of green tulips. So I like for them to at least get, a bit of color going, not be fully blown out, but start to get color overnight. And I already have noticed like in the 5 hours since I put these up, they've started to put color on. In the cooler, I've tried to organize it from like oldest harvest to newest harvest. I kind of have it like going clockwise in my brain in the cooler. So when I go in there, I'm going to start on the left side and start pulling from there. I'm also just going to inspect the bunches. And if I see any of them, like for whatever reason, are coloring up a bit. Oh boy. Okay. Thank you for cleaning my buckets. Very nice. If I notice them getting colored up a bit faster than I would prefer, I'm just going to pull them out and use them tomorrow instead of holding them over for a week. But that's the goal tonight, is to get all 65 bunches. Here I already pre-folded 120 wraps, so I have those ready. Eric is going to go out with kid number 4 and he is going to open up the flower stand and sweep it and make sure it's nice and clean and ready because it hasn't been open since October pretty much. And then I'm gonna go to bed because I need to get up at, I think I'm gonna get up, baby wakes up at like 6:30 or 7, so I think I'm gonna get up at 5, see how many I can get done until he wakes up, and then bring him here into Bouncer and just keep going. We open at 9, so unless something crazy happens, I should be able to make them all ahead of time. One thing I want to add, because I forgot to say this when I was filming in the cottage. If you want to know how to harvest, process, and store and rehydrate tulips correctly, like the whole process, and you're a visual person, we filmed a short and concise 24-minute video over on Patreon all about that. I show you visually what color crack stage looks like, how to harvest doubles, your options for storing in a cooler with bulb on, bulb off, what does it look like, then what do you do after, how do you rehydrate, all of that. So I'll put that link in the description. If you also want to know how I do our assembly line bouquet making and how I can make a bouquet in a minute or less, we have done some YouTube videos about that, slowing down the process, walking you through all of it, and I will link those in the description as well. Eric told me that I need to show my emotions more, and I will say I am thankful that our tulips have done beautifully, especially compared to last year when we had the compost problem. We clearly fixed that issue. Unfortunately, right before a lot of them were mature, we got 4-5 days of like 50-mile-an-hour winds. So a good chunk of them got blown over and collapsed, which is a bummer. But I'm trying to be positive, and we have beautiful tulips. I'm hoping that we have at least 3 weeks of tulip bunches. But overall, I'm a bit bummed, sad, frustrated at our ranunculus and anemone crop basically getting drowned and destroyed in February. Obviously, we've thought and analyzed and problem solved for next year, but when we did beautifully the year before, we didn't plan for like a historic snowstorm this year and other such things that happened. But I also know, I put this on Facebook, and every single veteran farmer I've heard talk or that I've talked to, they all have like that one year that was just awful, or they all have like one big crop loss that they experienced. And I guess here in year 4, we get to go through that with our ranunculus, which is a huge bummer because that's where we make most of our revenue. It's most of our flowers in April, but it's also the adage of like no use crying over spilled milk. The milk has been spilled. I can't unspill the milk, and so we just have to keep moving forward and selling everything that we can, troubleshooting when we can. Our customers will probably be disappointed, but they'll be understanding, and just keep moving. Hopefully have a beautiful early summer and into summer, and then better in the fall.
Good morning, YouTube. It is opening day on the flower farm. Wife has been up super early and getting bouquets going. Bit of a challenge today because our kiddos have been on a little bit of a spring break with the grandparents, and all those little helping hands haven't been around this week, and we've had a lot of wind, a lot of crop to get, a lot of prep work to do, and that's been hard. So I think the goal today was like 120-ish bouquets, and that's what we're gonna go check out. We're gonna grab the tractor, see if I can do this, and go check out what's going on. sun is blasting straight into the eyes. Let's crack open the flower vault for 2025 and see what we have on day one. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hi.
Oh boy.
I'm going fast.
Oh my
We're
goodness.
running out of time. It's 130.
Covered in the dirt.
Don't look at my face. It has been a long morning. I timed myself in like 50 seconds a bouquet right now from start to finish.
All right.
Well, I hope we sell out because I can't put these back in the cooler.
Please show up, people.
A lot of flowers. Bouquets. I had planned for 120, but things escalated. This is not all of them. There's a couple buckets still in the cottage. You guys have seen me do this many videos, but I'm really nervous. We have cars in line, but like this is our opening day. I made so many. I hope they all sell out and nothing breaks and goes crazy. But it looks beautiful. I now have a baby in a flower stand because he's awake. So he'll be helping with the payment checkout process until nap time. It's like 5 minutes until we open. People are in line, they're staring. I'm nervous, I'm hungry. It's gonna be fun. Hey, so we have a little break. It is 9:23. We had our usual flurry and now it started to die down a bit. I kind of lost count, but I have 4 empty buckets. So I want to guess we've sold maybe like 56-ish so far. But I still have lots of tulips. I'm obviously nervous that we might not sell out, but this also means we can just stay open. It's nice and cool. It's like 45 degrees out. The flowers are not in direct sun, and so we can just stay open, and then maybe hopefully over a longer period of time, you know, people come. My only nervousness is that people are used to like a crazy super flurry, and then they might assume like, oh, well, it's 10 o'clock, they must already be sold out. So I'm trying to keep Facebook updated and like telling people our inventory and like we still have flowers. There's still time to hop in the car, like come buy flowers. But it was nice to see people show up at least. And I've got my cashier buddy here who needs a nap. So this is kind of a good time. Maybe go get him settled in bed and hope more people come. Okay, so it's 10:30. We had like a big flurry and we kind of had a slow trickle, and now it's a little quieter. But this is everything that we have left. We have sold 90 bouquets, and so you can do the math. So what's that? We have 54 left. I keep floofing them and making sure their feet are in the water. We talked all winter and when we crop planned about, as fun as like the car line is and the like really quick flurry of sales, as exciting as that is, our goal has been to have so much product that we can be open for longer so that people, one, are not stressed about getting here in time, and that we can also just sell to more people, because some people are not going to get up at 8:30 to drive here. But we have another customer, and so we're slowly trickling with the sales. We keep having a slow trickle, so we keep getting interrupted here. But what I was trying to say is our goal has always been to grow enough and have enough to be able to put out to be open most of the day, instead of, as fun as it is, that quick flurry sell out in 45 minutes. I do think it's a bit stressful for customers, and we're leaving sales on the table because there are people that would like to come later and get flowers, and we're sold out. So we have about 50 left. I'm keeping social media updated and reminding people that they can keep coming, especially if they think that we're sold out. But most of my tasks today for the farm is going to be harvesting more tulips, some planting. We're going to sow sunflowers, all of that. So I'm going to be farm side. So if anyone needs help, I can pop into the stand and help them check out. But obviously I want to sell out, but I'm hopeful that like most of these throughout the day go home and people enjoy them and we can get ready for next week. Okay, so here's the final update. We completely sold out. It is like 2 o'clock. We had the last stragglers come through. We've actually had some more cars drive by. They're like, oh shoot, you sold out. So that feels good. That feels good that this will probably be the amount I make next week, or maybe slightly more. We'll see how much we have in the cooler, but it's just really thankful, really excited that we had a sold out first day, especially because we've had a hard month or so farming with our losses and flooding and all of that. It's just, I'm really thankful our tulips just did beautifully and that people came back and bought them. And here's to a wonderful, exciting flower season.